In the world of hacking, having the right tools can make all the difference. Just as a master craftsman relies on a well-stocked toolbox, a hacker's arsenal is defined by the quality and versatility of their tools. These tools are not just accessories, they are the very foundation upon which every successful hack is built. Whether you're a beginner exploring the basics or a seasoned professional orchestrating complex attacks, the tools you choose shape your capabilities and your approach. Hacking tools are pieces of software or hardware that hackers use to explore, analyze, and manipulate computer systems. They range from simple scripts that automate repetitive tasks to sophisticated programs capable of bypassing advanced security measures. Some tools are designed for reconnaissance, helping hackers gather information about their targets. Others are built for exploitation, allowing them to break through digital defenses and gain unauthorized access. There are even tools for covering tracks, erasing evidence, and maintaining control over compromised systems. These tools are the keys that can unlock doors and expose vulnerabilities that would otherwise remain hidden. Imagine a locked building with countless doors, each one representing a different layer of security. Hacking tools are like a set of master keys, each crafted to open a specific type of lock. With the right tool, a hacker can slip past barriers, uncover sensitive data, and move through digital spaces undetected. While some hackers rely on pre-made tools, downloading popular programs from the internet or using open-source software, the most skilled hackers often prefer to build their own. Creating custom tools is a mark of expertise in the hacking community. It requires not only technical knowledge, but also creativity and problem-solving skills. By writing their own code or modifying existing tools, hackers can tailor their approach to fit the unique challenges of each target. Why go through the trouble of building your own tools? Well, because off-the-shelf tools can be detected and blocked by modern security systems. Many organizations use advanced software to scan for known hacking tools, instantly shutting down any attempt to use them. If a hacker relies solely on these widely available tools, they risk being caught before they even get started. Security teams are constantly updating their defenses, creating a never-ending game of cat and mouse. Custom tools, on the other hand, provide a level of stealth and flexibility that store-bought tools simply can't match. When a hacker builds their own tool, it's unique, unrecognized by most security software, and tailored to exploit specific weaknesses. This makes it much harder for defenders to detect or block the attack. Custom tools can be adapted on the fly, allowing hackers to respond to unexpected obstacles and change tactics as needed. Think of it like a lockpick. A generic lockpick might work on some locks, but a skilled locksmith can craft a custom pick that's guaranteed to open a specific door. In the same way, a hacker who understands the intricacies of a target system can design a tool that fits perfectly, bypassing security measures that would stop a less tailored approach. This level of customization is what separates amateurs from professionals in the hacking world. The same principle applies to hacking tools. Off-the-shelf solutions might get you started, but they rarely provide the precision or effectiveness needed for high-stakes operations. Custom tools are often tested and refined in controlled environments before being deployed in the wild, ensuring they work exactly as intended. This process of development and testing is a crucial part of the hacker's workflow. By building their own tools, hackers can target specific systems, bypass security measures, and remain undetected for longer periods of time. They can exploit vulnerabilities that are unique to a particular network or device, slipping through cracks that generic tools would miss. This ability to adapt and innovate is what makes skilled hackers so formidable and so difficult to defend against. It's also worth noting that the world of hacking is highly collaborative. Hackers often share ideas, techniques, and even snippets of code with trusted peers. This culture of knowledge sharing accelerates the development of new tools and keeps the community at the cutting edge of technology. However, the most valuable tools are often kept secret, reserved for use in the most challenging or lucrative operations. Ultimately, it's about having the right tool for the right job, a job that often requires ingenuity, patience, and a deep understanding of how computer systems work. The best hackers are not just users of tools, they are inventors, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. In the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity, the tools of the trade are more than just instruments. They are the keys to unlocking the digital world's most closely guarded secrets. Creating a hacking tool is like constructing a building. It's a process that demands careful planning, creativity, and a deep understanding of the digital landscape. Just as an architect envisions a structure before a single brick is laid, a hacker must first imagine the tool they want to create, considering its purpose, its capabilities, and the challenges it must overcome. It requires a blueprint, the right materials, and a skilled hand to put it all together. The blueprint, in this case, is the plan or design for the tool, what it will do, how it will interact with systems, and what problems it will solve. The materials are the programming languages, libraries, and frameworks that will be used to bring the idea to life. And the skilled hand? That's the hacker's expertise, honed through years of learning, experimentation, and problem solving. Hackers employ a variety of techniques, often combining their knowledge of programming, operating systems, and network protocols. They must understand how computers communicate, how data flows across networks, and where the weak points lie. This knowledge allows them to design tools that can probe, analyze, and manipulate digital environments in ways that most users never see. One common approach is to use programming languages like Python or C++. These languages are powerful and flexible, giving hackers the ability to write scripts and programs that can automate tasks, interact with system processes, and even exploit vulnerabilities. Python, for example, is favored for its simplicity and vast library support, making it ideal for rapid prototyping and automation. C++ offers more control over system resources, which is crucial for developing tools that need to operate at a low level or interact directly with hardware. These languages allow hackers to write code that interacts with computer systems at a low level. This means they can manipulate memory, access system files, and control processes in ways that are often hidden from everyday users. By understanding how operating systems manage resources, hackers can craft tools that slip past defenses or uncover hidden information. They can create tools that scan for vulnerabilities, exploit weaknesses, and gain access to sensitive information. Vulnerability scanners, for instance, systematically probe systems for known flaws, while exploit scripts take advantage of those flaws to achieve specific goals, like bypassing authentication or extracting confidential data. Another technique is to modify existing tools or use open source code as a foundation. Instead of starting from scratch, hackers often build upon the work of others, adapting and enhancing tools to fit their unique objectives. This approach saves time and leverages the collective knowledge of the cybersecurity community. Open source software is like a recipe that anyone can use and modify. The code is freely available, allowing hackers to study how it works, identify potential improvements, and customize it for their own purposes. This collaborative environment accelerates innovation and makes it easier for hackers to stay ahead of evolving security measures. Hackers often tweak and enhance these open source tools to suit their specific needs. They might add new features, fix bugs, or optimize performance for a particular target. Testing is a crucial part of this process. Each modification must be carefully evaluated to ensure it works as intended and doesn't introduce new vulnerabilities. Exploiting software vulnerabilities is another key aspect of tool development. Hackers spend countless hours analyzing code, searching for mistakes or oversights that could be turned to their advantage. This requires patience, attention to detail, and a deep understanding of how software is constructed. Software bugs are like cracks in a wall. They may seem small or insignificant, but with the right tools and techniques, these cracks can be widened into entry points. Just as a structural flaw can compromise an entire building, a single bug can undermine the security of a digital system. Hackers can exploit these weaknesses to gain unauthorized access or execute malicious code. The process is both an art and a science, requiring technical skill, creativity, and a relentless drive to uncover what lies beneath the surface. In the end, building a hacking tool from the ground up is about more than just writing code. It's about understanding systems, thinking like an architect, and always searching for the next opportunity to innovate or infiltrate. The types of tools a hacker builds can vary widely depending on their specific goals and intentions. Some hackers specialize in network attacks, while others focus on web applications or use social engineering to manipulate people. Here are a few examples of some common hacking tools used by cybercriminals and security professionals alike. Password crackers are tools designed to guess or crack passwords, often by using brute force methods or exploiting weaknesses in how passwords are stored. Network sniffers capture data packets traveling over a network, allowing hackers to eavesdrop on communications and steal sensitive information like passwords or credit card numbers. Exploit kits are collections of exploits designed to target known vulnerabilities in software. They automate the process of finding and exploiting weaknesses, making it much easier for hackers to gain access to systems. These are just a few examples of the many tools hackers create and use in their operations. The specific tools and techniques used will always vary depending on the target and the hacker's skill level and experience. Every great hacking tool begins as a simple spark of inspiration, a fleeting idea that takes root in the mind of a hacker. This initial stage is often filled with curiosity and excitement as the hacker imagines new possibilities and ways to challenge digital boundaries. The process of building a hacking tool often starts with an idea, sometimes born out of necessity, other times from a desire to solve a complex problem or to test the limits of a particular system. Sometimes the journey begins with a specific target in mind. For example, imagine a hacker who wants to explore the security of a certain type of web application. They might have noticed a recurring weakness in similar platforms, or perhaps they're motivated by a recent vulnerability disclosed in the news. Whatever the reason, the hacker's focus sharpens as they zero in on their chosen target. The next step is research. The hacker dives deep into understanding the application's architecture, poring over technical documentation, user manuals, and any available source code. They might map out the system's components, identify how data flows between them, and look for areas where security might be lacking. This phase is all about gathering information and building a mental blueprint of the target. With this knowledge in hand, the hacker begins the meticulous process of searching for vulnerabilities. This could involve scanning through thousands of lines of code, analyzing network traffic, or experimenting with different inputs to see how the application responds. The goal is to uncover a weakness, something the original developers may have overlooked or underestimated. Once a potential vulnerability is identified, the hacker's excitement grows. This is a pivotal moment, as it marks the transition from theory to practice. The hacker carefully documents the flaw, noting how it can be triggered and what impact it might have on the system's security. Now it's time to develop a proof-of-concept exploit. This is a small, focused program designed to demonstrate the vulnerability in action. The hacker writes code that interacts with the target system, triggering the flaw and showing that it can be exploited. This step is crucial for verifying that the vulnerability is real and not just a theoretical risk. The proof of concept serves as a foundation. It's a simple demonstration, but it proves that the vulnerability exists and can be used to gain unauthorized access or perform unintended actions. By running the exploit on a test system, the hacker can observe firsthand how the security breach unfolds. This not only validates their research, but also provides valuable insights into how the system responds under attack. With the basic exploit working, the next phase is refinement. The hacker iterates on their code, fixing bugs, improving reliability, and making the exploit more efficient. They might add features to bypass common security measures or to make the attack less noticeable. Eventually, the exploit is integrated into a larger, more robust tool. This tool might combine multiple exploits, automate complex tasks, or provide a suite of features for different attack scenarios. The goal is to create something powerful, flexible, and easy to use. Automation is key. The hacker writes scripts to streamline the attack process, making it possible to launch sophisticated attacks with minimal effort. They also work on techniques to evade detection, such as obfuscating code or mimicking legitimate user behavior. To make the tool accessible, the hacker might design a user-friendly interface. This could be a simple command line menu or a full-featured graphical dashboard, allowing even less experienced users to operate the tool effectively. Testing is a crucial part of the development process. The hacker runs the tool in a variety of scenarios, checking for bugs, performance issues, and unexpected behavior. They analyze how the tool interacts with different systems and make adjustments as needed. Often these tests are conducted in isolated environments, virtual machines, sandboxes, or dedicated test networks, to ensure that the tool doesn't cause unintended damage or attract unwanted attention. The hacker carefully reviews the results, looking for signs that the tool is working as intended. They might tweak settings, fix errors, or add new features based on what they learned during testing. Finally, the hacker anticipates how defenders might respond. They study detection logs, analyze how security software reacts, and look for ways to bypass or disable defensive measures. This cat-and-mouse game is a constant part of the hacking tool development process, driving innovation and pushing hackers to stay one step ahead.